Hello. Welcome to everyone. Today we are going to discuss pairwise testing. No, not this one. We are going to make a pair of data. Why? Because whenever we are going to test any application and we have to filter out the data based on the multiple inputs, by that time we have to go with the different pairs. So this we are going to learn how we can perform a testing using a pairwise test design technique. Before moving forward, don't forget to like and share this video and don't forget to subscribe Fundu Tester. So let's get started after a small intro.
Camera rolling, action.
First of all, we'll understand what is the definition of the pairwise testing. So let's take a look. Pairwise testing is a black box test design technique in which test cases are designed to execute all possible discrete combination of each pair of input parameters. Which means whenever we are going to test any application and by that time we have to test different combination, at that time we are going to make a pair of a different test data. Let's understand with this real-time example. First of all, I'm going to a YouTube. In YouTube, let's say I'm going to search particular video, which is a software testing tutorial. Now we can see there are different search results we can see. Now there is an option of the filter. We can filter videos based on the multiple categories. So here we can see upload date, type, duration, features and sort by. So here with each category there are multiple options. So for example, we are going with the upload date. So here we can see last hour, today, this week, this month or this year. Let's say I want to test for a today. So if I'm going to select today, so there are also two values which is a boolean. If I'm going to select today, then it will be a, if I will unselect today, then it will be a 0. So here I have selected today. Later on type I'm going to select a video. Duration, let's say I'm going with the 4 to 20 minutes. Then it will filter, it will apply one more filter. Later on I am going with the features which is a 4K. Let's say I want to watch only 4K videos. Then I am going to select 4K. And last filter which is I am going to apply is a upload date. So based on upload date, I can see only one video is listing here. Which means after applying 4 to 5 filters, we are getting video based on the filter criteria. Now here tricky part is, let's say we want to test this functionality. It's a very tricky, right? Why? Because let's say after applying 4 filter, today, video, 420, 4 to 20 minutes and 4K. So there are 4 options available. With the 4, I can select upload date, view count or rating. There are 4 filters. Along with the 420 minutes, I can select from feature, I can select multiple options which is live, 4K, HD, 360, 3D, HDR. So along with all the categories, I have to apply the filter. Now you can think how many permutation and combination I am going to make. And here there are only 5 different filter criteria. With that, there are 4 to 6 options are available. So with this also we can make more than 200 or 500 test cases. Think about, there are many more inputs. So let's understand with pairwise testing, how can we test this scenario? To make it easy, I will consider only few values. So first of all, we have multiple categories, which was upload time, type and duration. With this, I am going to consider only two inputs. So with the upload time, let's say I am taking A and B. With type, I am considering M and N, and with duration, I am considering X and Y. So here I have to make multiple combinations with each test data. So let's say first I am going to select A. Along with A, I can select M and N. So first of all, if I am going to select the M, then it will be X. So my combination will be A, M, X. Later on, I will select the Y. So which will be A, M and Y. So with this two filter, I can apply with the A. Later on, I will go with the B. So B with M and X. B with N and Y. m and y. Like this, I can make multiple permutation and combination. If we are going back to the engineering, we learned probability theory, which is we used to do NCR problem. We used to solve NCR problem. So based on that, we can make a permutation and combination. So for this scenario, let's say I want to make a permutation and combination. So how can we make? So here, first of all, easy way is we have to create a table. Now with upload time, type and duration, we have two inputs, which is A and B, here M and N, and here X and Y. With that, we can make multiple test cases. Like first of all, we have to write A 4 times A, like that we used to do in engineering. Here 4 times B, later on for a MN, so we have to go with M, N, N, then again M, N, and N, and last we have X and Y. So we have to do like X, Y. If you don't know about the formula or how can we make it, you can reach me on my email ID, which is fundutesters@gmail.com. I can share algorithms for this. So here we are simply making 8 test cases. With that, we can make 8 test cases, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Now with each filter, let's say we have 3 filter and we have to test each condition. By that time, we have to execute 8 test cases. Here pair testing will comes into a picture. Using pair testing, we can create a minimum test cases to reduce testing effort, and we can cover a maximum area. So let's understand how can we create a pairwise test cases. Let's take an example of the test cases and we will see how can we make a pair. So first of all, let's say I am going with the test case 2, which is having a 3 value A, M and Y. So using that, we are going with the pair, which means we have to make a pair of a 2 and 2. So with each pair, there should be A or B or X or Y or A or X. Like that, we have to make a pair. So here we can make 2 pair, which is A and M and Y. We can make a 2 pair. Now we have to check where we can apply these 2 pair. So here A and M, which means one pair is here with test case 1 and another pair is M and Y. So where is M and Y? So we can see one pair is here. So as per the pair testing, we can discard this test. So here we are going to remove this test. We are not going to consider this test because we are going to cover this pair with test case 1 and test case Y. Now the logic behind is, if there is a problem with the A and M pair, then most likely we will get a problem, the same problem with the A and M. If we are going to get any bug with the pair M and Y, then most likely we can replicate the same bug with the M and Y. So no need to go with this pair. Let's consider here one more pair, which is a pair number 3. So here in pair number 3, we have 3 value A, N and X. So here A and N, when we are going to make A and N, so we can make A and N in 4th flare, 4th test cases, and N and X, where we are going to make N and X, so we can make N and X here, which means we can discard pair number 2 as well. So here we have considered this value and this value. Now which pair we can discard? 5 number, because we are not going to use 5 value anywhere. So let's consider 5 number test case. So here we have B and M, which means we need to think where B and M is. So here we have, with the 6 number, we have B and M. Apart from, we don't have anywhere B and M. Next is a M and X. So where we have M and X, we have at the first one M and X. So we can discard pair number 5 as well. So this 3 pair we have discard. One more pair you can discard. So you can try to understand. Let me repeat again. If we are going to discard pair number 2, then we have to make a combination. We are going to make a combination of A and M. Let me remove this. We have discarded these three pair, which means wherever this pair should not have any combination, which means A and M, which is here. Later on M and Y. So M and Y is available with the test number 6. Later on A and X. We have discarded this value. So A and N, where we have at the test case number 4. Then N and X, where we have N and X, which we have in the test number 7. We are going to discard one more test, which is a 5. We have B and M. So B and M, test case 6. And M and X, where we have M and X, we have in test number 7. So M and X. Now we can think here at the 8, we don't have any combination. So let's check this combination is available anywhere. B and N, where it is B and N. With the 7 we have B and N. And N and Y, where we have N and Y. N and Y. So this test case also we don't have discarded. So here basically we have discarded 4 test cases and 4 test cases are remaining. From the 8 test cases, we are going to consider 4 test cases, and we have reduced 4 test casing using pair testing. So here we have test case ID 1, test case ID 1, test case ID 4th is remaining, test case ID which one is remaining? 6 and 7. This 4 test case ID we have. So if you want to test like this scenario, we can cover using 4 test case. Now here question is, if we are going to with the pair testing, then what is a chance that we are not going to get any bug here, or we are not going to get any bug here? As per the theory, there are only 2 or 3% chance that we are going to get a bug here. But what if we are going to test a random scenario, then we are going to increase the chance. It can be 50% or 60% or 80%. But here we are going with the calculated risk. As per the theory of a pair testing, we can make sure that there can be chance of only 2 or 3% bug, not more than that. That's why to test scenarios like this, we have to go with the pair testing. I hope it is clear for everyone. If you have any question, then you can ask me on a comment section. And if you need algorithms or how can we calculate the pairs, then you can mail me on fundutesters@gmail.com. Before moving forward, don't forget to like and share this video, and please consider subscribing Fundutester. Thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow with the new topic.